Okay guys, this is a 2016 Polaris Sportsman 450 HO. It's about a 30 horsepower machine, four-wheel drive. Essentially brand new. It's got about 700 miles on it. Anyway, notice that classic thunk, thunk, thunk coming from the front end that's telling you got a bad bearing or perhaps a bad CV joint. So we took the wheel off, took the brake and hub assembly off. I kept thinking bearing, but that's not it. And just an FYI, if you're looking on the drawings online, you're looking for the bearings to be in the hub assembly like the older ones, it ain't there. The bearing is here in the strut assembly down at the bottom. So we took all the hardware off, dropped the lower arm, the tie rod is off. We got all that out of the way, and it turns out it is absolutely the CV joint. When it was all together, you could grab this and shake it up and down, and you get a good ½ inch of play, where the other side is rock solid. There's nothing wrong with it, no sound coming from it at all. So when I started taking it apart, I was expecting to find torn boots, missing parts, something obviously damaged, bent, or really wumped good. Didn't find that at all. So, this being Polaris, I was surprised. But it is the CV joint in here. The boot is in really good shape. Might be hard to see in this light, but I'm even feeling some nasty stuff in my hand as I rotate the shaft. It's good up there. I don't seem to have any problems at all, except for this CV joint, the old constant velocity joint. It's probably a warranty item. If I wanted to get a warranty on this from Polaris, they would probably honor it. The problem with that is I have to take it back to the dealer. They have to tear it apart. They have to take pictures of it. They submit it to Polaris, and then Polaris takes their time getting back to them. And if they decide to cover it under warranty, which should be essentially a bumper-to-bumper warranty, they would do it. I don't have that kind of time. This thing has to go on a major ride and a major trailhead in just a few weeks, and I want it running as soon as possible. So the clamps that they put on seem to be really good. There's still the factory crimp on there. Everything looks to be in good shape, but I can get another CV joint for this and have it delivered to my house with all the parts I need for about 35 bucks. And one more thing on the bearing, there are two separate races in here. It might be a little hard to see, but there's one and one right behind it. They feel real good. Don't see anything wrong with them at all. So we got a bad CV joint, and because there's no apparent damage to the wheel or the hub or the brake or any of the arms, I just don't see anywhere where it took a big heavy shot. So this could be just a factory defect. Very surprised. I'm a big fan of Polaris. I don't have any problem with them. I guess it's just an opportunity to learn about the new machines, but just very surprised. After 700 miles, we just had one and only one joint just come apart, essentially, inside the boot. So I'm going to get this off, try to preserve the original boot and slide it back, and we'll take a look at it and see what we have to replace.